Hello everybody and a very good morning. Welcome along to Crafters TV. Happy Wednesday, middle of the week already. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us on what is going to be a fantastic day. Lots of great shows lined up for you to keep you entertained for the middle part of the week. A little bit later on this evening from 6 o'clock, we've got Beautiful Beginnings. It's what was Creative Cravings, but got lots of hints and tips and demos for you coming up a little bit later on. And we found actually the last couple of weeks, that is a great show for questions coming in, particularly if you are new to us here on the channel. Any questions you want to fire our way, we will answer all of those for you during Beautiful Beginnings a little bit later on. Also coming up from 2 o'clock this afternoon, 9 a.m. Eastern, we have got the official launch of our brand new Zigzag seam builders. These are phenomenal and you're going to get to see them during Wake Up Call. Sarah's going to be in for that show to officially launch them, but as we always like to do, we do a bit of a sneaky preview here on Wake Up Call. So we've got some of the items coming up from Beautiful Beginnings, and of course we're going to be featuring those brand new dies. You can be one of the very first people to get your hands on them, and I think you're going to absolutely love them. And I know one lady who does absolutely love them. It's a good job because she's demonstrating them for the next couple of hours. Can you imagine? Oh, these are terrible. No, she absolutely loves them and she's got some great demos lined up. It is one of my absolute faves, the lovely Corrine Robinson. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. What an introduction. Does she love them? Yes, she does.
Yes, she does. Good news.
Absolutely amazing. Yes, it's so much fun. And I'm going to show you why I love these Zigzag builders, because they are so easy to use. So you can be creating our lovely Zigzag cards. Now, I say nice straightforward card. As long as you're into your colouring and your inking, absolutely perfect. So easy to do. There's the first one, and then...
Such a cool concept.
I know. It's so easy. We've got the castle, with like the carriage.
Wow, yeah.
Now, and again, all of these elements can be snipped out. So think of all your other dies that you've got and how you're going to be able to mix and match these. I love this one. This one's perfect for new home, new beginnings, weddings, christening, you know, all of those. I love these. That little gate is gorgeous, picket fence. Now you take it, that's where we start, and that's sort of the true concept to them. But then you can start adding them in to your dioramas.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Look at the glitter on there. Isn't that absolutely beautiful?
Yeah.
Or we have our sort of, what do they call it, the fold back card. So it's got a little, absolutely gorgeous. And then you could go, just going to tip it that way, into your shaker cards.
Oh, very nice.
How perfect is that for a princess, proper princess card?
Yeah.
Or, you know, and then we've got one where we have still done the zigzag, but we've put them, I'm just going to open it out so you can see into the frames.
Oh, cool.
We're going to do something along those lines if we get a chance this morning. But then I had to show you this. I think if you saw the video, you'll have seen it. This is exactly the same, but all Marie has done is she has done the 3 scenes, cut them out, layered them up. We've even got the gate on the front. Little bit of acetate. I can imagine a little bit of glitter in there. And that is the lid of a box. Can you imagine that if that's your Christmas Eve box?
Oh,
Can you imagine that if you've bought a present, you've handmade a present, but you want to make it look a little bit wow? How about that? I think that is absolutely beautiful. And it's just the same, just following our normal box making sort of tutorials, but this time we're dropping that into the lid. And I think if anything could make you go, wow, we've done it with that one, but you could be doing it with the house scene, you could be doing it with the castle, you could be doing it with the garden scene. All of the scenes are going to work just like that. And that, to me, that is the wow. That is why you need these dies.
Busy for these already, and I know it won't be, but you might be the same here. This is one of those sets when you look at the finished cards and you go, oh, these look amazing, but I bet it's going to be tough to do. It's not hard to do, Corrine, is it either?
It's not hard to do at all. So, you know, you basically start with a piece of card. If you just want to do the basic concept, a piece of card just under 12 inches long, score it into 3, cut 2 into the front, 1 into the back, and then go along with your colouring medium of choice, and then they will fold perfectly.
Amazing. These are already very busy. You can pick them up right now. The thing is, if you're already sold on the idea, get them now, get them before anybody else, and you can sit back and enjoy all the demos in this show, and indeed all the demos that Sarah's got coming up on the official launch a little bit later. Of course, you can shop on the web, everything there on the Shop the Day page, and whilst you're there, it is day 2 on our end of the summer sale. Is that right?
So is it not the start of our
Oh, sorry, it's the start of the end of the summer sale. Sorry, yeah, Craig was confusing me yesterday. Last week of summer. So this
that's why we've come autumnal.
We've come
autumnal.
Yeah, autumnal. You put the heating on, Johnny.
Wow.
But to be fair, Johnny's just come back from New York where it's been 30 degrees, and he's come back here where it's about 10 degrees.
Yeah.
So no wonder the heating's gone on. I can't ever believe it being, I don't know why, we were chatting about this before the show, New York. I always think of it being snowy and cold, but 30 degrees, he was in his shorts and t-shirt. Sorry for any New Yorkers that had to see that over the last few days. But anyway, the end of the summer sale is on the website. Up to 70% off. It's really easy to find. You'll see the little link on the homepage and then click into all of these little doors here. So there's stamps, there's paper craft dies, templates, craft kits and collections, stamp and die sets. Click into them and you'll find deals from as little as, well, we saw one yesterday which was 89p, but there's deals from £1, $1. Pick these up, and also worth bearing in mind that new items will be added right throughout the event, which runs until midnight on the 2nd of October. I've got a few items in the studio which I'll show you a little bit later on. Some of the best sellers from yesterday, which will give you a bit of a feeling and a bit of a flavour as to the kind of thing. But you can see there's tons of items on there. You know, if you've only got a budget of say $5, you know, £10, there's lots and lots of items that you can pick up, from dies to stamps to embossing folders to templates. There's loads in there.
As we said yesterday, remember, those are your what's the price? Your
Yeah. So your Club Inspire price.
Yes.
So if you're seeing prices of like, there's an item on there. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was 89p.
Yeah.
But that then of course is before your discount, which would be another 18. So it'd be like 70p. My maths is correct. But anyway, have a look. Grab those, and whilst you're there, grab these. The brand new Zigzag Scene Builder Stamp and Die Collection. 32 elements in total, I should say. And if you want to grab these individually, you can. They're also on a two for £23 or 2 for $25. But I think you're going to love the idea of these. As I said, hopefully you've fallen in love with these already. If you need to see just how easy it is to put these together, you're going to see that over the course of this show and indeed on the launch. But don't wait for launch, because you know how busy it's going to be. Launch shows always super duper busy. And as the word gets round that it's a Sarah launch, you know more and more people will be tuning in just to see Sarah. So do not miss out. Get in now. People have missed out. Wake Up Call has been busy. That's where everyone's shopped. And then we get to the launch shows and there's not a lot of that stock left. So these should be $51.96, almost $60. You're picking these up today with a £10.41 saving, $12 saving, less again your Club Inspire discount. So if you're platinum, that's £33.24, $38.24. As always, you can get in touch and say hello. We've got Chloe on the socials today. So anything you want to ask about these, anything you want to share with us, you can do. I know already joining us is Jacqueline Luckhurst, who says, morning crafters. Hello to Rhiannon, who says, hi, Ben Corrine, the Seat TV crew. We've got Johnny and George in the gallery today. Got a whoop whoop and a hello. Johnny's back from his jaunts. He was cycling around Central Park apparently the other day. Did you go up the what's it called? You went up the Empire State Building, went up the Rockefeller. Oh, Statue of Liberty. Seen that as well. He's had a great time. I went to see Chicago on Broadway. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, Rhiannon says hi to everyone from Ballarat, Australia. I'm a bit jealous. I hope you're having a happy day. We are. Lorna says, good morning, Ben, Corrine, Crafters TV crew, social superstar, and all my lovely crafty friends. Hi, Kerry Makepeace. Hi, Zoe Carver. And hi, Sandra Dundas. He says, good morning, Ben, Corrine, Chloe, crew, and crafty family and friends. My order went in just after 9 a.m, Ben. Yes. And Mr. Yodel brought my door reveal dies earlier. Well, that's marvellous as well, isn't it? Those door reveal dies that had Craig in stitches yesterday. Lorna says, these dies and stamps look fantastic. They are. And Flora says, good morning from California. We're going to get over and have a look at a demo of these with Corrine right now. Already, though, Corrine, people asking, you know that box that you showed us, people asking whether or not that could be the craft along for these.
Oh, I don't know who's doing the craft along for this. I'll have to ask Brent who's doing the craft along.
Yeah, it would be a good one to do.
It
though,
would,
that box,
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. I'll see if I can find out who's doing the craft along.
Pull a few strings.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a look at these, shall we?
Okay. Right. So I am going to use the Garden Dreams collection first. So this is absolutely beautiful. So we can colour in this one and do this. So what you want to do is you've got your 3 dies. They come on your, I've just been peeling them off because this is a nice new set. So they come just like that. So what you've got is you've got cutting blade all the way around the edge, no cutting blade at the bottom. So these are going to cut into your cardstock, and I'm going to show you something completely different concept to do them on the second demo. So I've got a piece of card, and as I said, this is just about 11¼ inches, and I've just scored it into 3 pieces. So I'm going to just fold that over just into the thirds, just to make it easier. So the only reason I'm putting my score lines in is so that I can see where they go. So you can see I've got 3 equal pieces. Now, I need to put 1 on the back. So I'm just positioning that there. And then I'm going to put 2 on the front. So this one is, let me work this out. So it's going to go that way round. So this is going to be the front. So I'm going to pop the first one on. Now this one I'm just positioning because I want them in a nice line going up. Yeah. So I'm going to take this one off, but I'm just using it, can you see, to do my positioning. Because if I take that one off, it's hard to know whether I've got those in a nice straight line.
Oh, I see.
Does that make sense? So I'm just using that so that I can, this is just my personal choice for this one, to make sure I've got a straight.
And what size is that cardstock?
It was about 11¼
Right.
And I've got this at 6 inches. So you just use as much or as little as you want. So let's just come up actually a little bit. So we're using a bit more of the height of this. We can come up to there. There you go. So you can see I've just now got a nice straight path. So as you remember, there's no blade at the bottom, the cutting blade's at the top. So I'm going to put my tape at the top. Now I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to pop this onto my mat. If I was really clever, I could possibly turn that over and put the other one on, but then I'd end up with it in the wrong place. So it's easier to do it this way. So
say later on, Beautiful Beginnings, we've got some of our Ultra Smooth 6x12 cardstock, so that would be perfect size for this, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
We've got 6x12, 50 sheets of that, so that would be great to go in the basket with this.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice we'd got that. Yeah, that's as if it's been
thought about.
Surely
not, Corrine.
Wow.
Surely.
Okay, so we can flip this one over and you can see, let me see there, there we are, perfect. Those ones have cut, so let's take those ones off, and then I can use that tape. I mean, you might find a way you prefer to do this, but this is just the way I find it is now. That's that way, so I'm now going to turn this one this way round, and I'm going to take the one that I've not used, and I'm just going to join up roughly those 2 points. Can you see? So I've just joined those up, and I'm going to put a piece of tape on there. So I've now got a gradual curve, or slope, not curve, going up. And the only reason we flip them like that is potentially you could put them all on the same side. But when you die cut, you get that lovely bevel edge, don't you? And there's clearly a front and a back when you die cut. I always think you can always see the front and the back. So because this is zigzagged, I want to know that I've got the front on the front each time, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So all I've done is I've done to there, and now I'm just going to release it from the card, just because of cutting the size. So I'm not going to do straight lines, so I'm going to go there, then I'm going to join these 2 up, because luckily I did them, got it in the right place. Oh, there we go. And then the third one is just there, and then the last snip just like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Now, you can see that's like that, and then you can see that's nice and curved there. That's the back, but when I turn that over, you can see just like that. Now, actually, I could have done with that a little bit. I've actually got one here that I've actually got a bit better positioning on. So, no, it's about the same. So you can see they go like that. And then all it is about the colouring. So it's entirely up to you how you colour them. So these are the front, this is the back. So what we're also going to do is, just for this one, I'm going to pop a piece of cardstock in the back of there when I've finished. Yeah. But I'm not going to stick that on just yet. So let's see, I've got lots of different pens here, and we could just do. Now this is just my regular cardstock. Yeah. If I wanted to, I could still. I know you don't need to for your blending, but I sometimes put a piece of card underneath for more reasons than. I'm just going to have a look. Well, it's a bit darker. I've got quite a few different pens here. I've got my Illustrators out because I like those.
We've got those on the show as well.
Let's go over the chair first, and we can just come across. I'm just going to go all over with the grey.
Okay.
Well, brown grey, down to the grass.
Let us know what you think of these. Let us know if you've got them. I know producer Johnny just saying these are flying out already. Lots of you grabbing them. If you don't want to go for the full collection, you go on the 2 for 23 or 2 for 25. Hit the Shop the Day tab on the website. That's where you'll find these. And also pop into your basket that 6x12 cardstock. That's actually on Beautiful Beginnings later on, but you'll find it on Shop the Day. Because if you want to be able to recreate this demo, then I think that cardstock is just going to make life a lot easier for you. And if you want the illustrators as well that Corrine's using, you've got that collection, which I'll show you in just a little while. Those are on the show for you as well. So we've kind of put everything together that you'll need. There you go, bottom of the screen now. 50 sheets of that ultra smooth white 6x12 cardstock, £15.98, $20.72. That's before your discount. Hi to Flora, who's joined us from California. Regina's in from Buffalo. Hi to Dee from the Ozark Mountains.
Ooh,
wow, that sounds amazing.
Sounds good.
Sounds like some far off realm, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The Ozark Mountains.
Ozark Mountains.
Jean Marie is with us saying hi, Ben, Corrine, and everyone from Powys in mid Wales. And Anne Clark says that's a great.
That was not good, Ben.
What wasn't?
That accent.
I didn't do it, did I? Powys in mid Wales. Is that it? Better than the one George just did in my ear. What was that accent, George? That was terrible. It was awful. Anne says, great tip. Would not have thought of doing that as new to making. Thank you. Whatever that tip was that you...
I wonder if that was about turning the card round.
Turning it, yeah, maybe.
Right, just blending those in. Just colouring, just catching the light in the centre so it's a little bit paler. Just blending in those colours and you can see just... There we go. So if I show you that, you can see... just catching the light in the centre and the centre of there. Now, once you start colouring there, then I would come with the with something like an ink pad then to colour the grass. Yeah. We can come on here, so I can pick it up. I'm going to do it straight onto the mat, and then we can come round here, just. And if you wanted to, oh, I should have blended that a bit better. Got a little bit. What's the word? Twirly, but I can blend that out. We can just blend round and round like that. Just keep it going. Ooh. There we go. Right, and then you can keep... I'll do another one because I've made that one a little bit streaky. But I wanted to just show you something. When I was colouring on here for this arch, I sort of coloured the arch first. So I went up to the arch and I sort of just went all over with the green. So you can do the brown for the same as for the fence. Ooh. And when I was at home, I had a green that actually still had a little bit more life left in it, but that's not a problem. We use these pens so much.
So you've picked up a few the last couple of days, haven't you?
I think we need to sit down with all of the pens and go through them. It's just one of those things, time, we just put them back, don't we? And then it just compounds it. We just keep going on and on. Right, so there's the first one. So then I would come round with my second one and just... Oh, that's a little bit darker. Let's go on this one.
And the great thing again about these is you don't need to be sort of next level expert colourer either to get the best out of it. No,
not at all. But I wanted to show you how you can sort of blend it so it doesn't look as the colour as different as it might first look. So I'm just literally going round the edges with my darker colour. Just make sure I get it in there, and I'll just blend that in if I can a little bit. Oh yeah. Second layer there, it's blending much better. Just blend that in. Just remember that alcohol ink will always dry a little bit paler. Yeah. So we can just blend that. And then let's just do the, which one did I use for, I must have used, did I use that one, I think? No, it wasn't that one, it must have been that one. I'm just trying to use the same one. There it is. There it is. So let's just come across on this fence again.
Just whilst you're colouring and blending, Christine said, is there better stamp pads to blend with? Which ones blend better?
If you hadn't of, I think 2 things I did wrong there was that was the dauber I used yesterday with the glycerine on, so it probably was a little bit dirty.
Yeah.
And also I didn't blend it into the dauber as much as I should have done.
Yeah.
That was my fault, just trying to rush. So we can just come down here.
Do you need to colour both sides of the die cut, says Sandra?
I don't think so. I'll show you when we bring it together. I don't think you do. I mean, that's up to you. And it depends what sort of shape you're going to finish with, how you're going to do it, you know what I mean, how you're going to finish it. If you can't see the other side under any circumstances, then no, don't. But if you can see it, then you might feel that you want to.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of doing where it might be a little bit darker, just down there, and then we can blend that back in. It won't. And the other thing is, I'm doing this on multi-purpose card, which is absolutely brilliant, but you're not going to get the same sort of blending results as if you'd done it on Nina. Just remember. But then it's just a little bit stronger, is the card, than your Nina. So, you know, it's horses for courses. You've got to work out which one works for you. Right, I've done that very quickly, but I wanted to show you. So when I then did the grass just here, what I then did was I found that, yeah, I love my grasshopper. I use grasshopper a lot. Let's actually blend it into the dauber a bit better this time. So we can, and I need to put that behind there. So we can then come on here, just blending that round. But then what I did was I came up over this bit that I had already coloured, and I overlaid it with my ink.
Oh, okay.
And I just found that it seemed to, let me just cover that because I'm catching that. It just seemed to make it, you know, more of the same. And I'm not getting the words out right properly. It just seemed to make it blend a bit better.
Okay, yeah.
I know what I'm trying to say. You didn't seem to have, obviously it's darker because it's a different plant, but you didn't seem to have as much of a difference between your pens and your ink pads.
Ink pads, yeah.
If that makes sense. So you can see on there like that. And it's also nice, I always go around the edges. I don't do as much in the centre to give that effect of light. There you go. So you just carry on colouring like that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I have one here that I have been doing all the colouring for. Oh, and I haven't even scored that line.
Oh, the little bushes. I wonder what the little things you hadn't coloured
well,
were.
they can be bushes, they can be flowers. It depends how you colour them.
Yeah.
You've got that artistic licence to colour them however you want, haven't you?
I thought initially they were little garden lights.
Well, maybe. You could put them
couldn't
like
you?
that.
Colour
You could
them
put some
yellow?
little lights behind that, and that would work absolutely perfectly. So then we're going to just get our tape pen. Let's do this on here.
You've made it look very easy so far, Corrine, which is great news.
It really is. I mean, the bit that's going to take you the longest, by a long way, is going to be your colouring.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, that's up to you how much or how little colouring you do. You could paper piece, we'll show you some different effects. So let's just pop that onto here. Now, that was starting to look lovely, and that was where I was starting from. Let me just put this on. I'm putting on a sentiment. But then I had a look at all of, come out, the die sets, and I'm thinking, I'm sure these die sets will mix and match around. We'll just use one of the sentiments from within the set because you get your sentiments as well. So we've got one of the sentiments. Let me pop that on.
But this again is like impressive, but this is it sort of in its simplest form, this die set, isn't it? It's so achievable for everyone.
Actually, I'm just going to leave that to one side for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Because then what I did was I got a piece of card. Excuse this is the piece I've been colouring onto, but it's fine. And then I went to in the country, and I got the little bike.
Oh, yeah.
So just remember, these will all mix and match. So I've got the little bike, make sure it's high enough up. So remember, this is going to cut into your cardstock. So we can then turn them over and have a look because, you know, how about you could have had the house scene. How about putting the house scene behind there?
Yeah.
See, you've got, you know, the arch looking through to the house.
I like it.
That's how I would look at them. And that's why I think it's so lovely that you've got the complete collection.
Yes.
Because, you know, you're going to maybe look around these and try and mix and match them.
So cross-pollinate the different collections.
Exactly. Oh, that's a... Oh, there we go. Right, now, so I've got my bike and it's on there. So what I would be doing here is... And I did just draw around something before. But what you can then do is... This is not going to be very good because I'm doing it freehand. I drew around something before. Yeah, I look like I've got a bit of a flat tyre there, but we'll excuse that. So there's the bit.
Got scissors on the show today as well, by the way. All three in a nice bundle with the 20% saving.
But there you go. You've now got a bike.
You have.
So if you then colour that in.
Oh, brilliant.
So I can then put the bike on. Let me just get rid of those. I've coloured
So again, you don't always have to go 3D with these either.
No.
Fussy cut bits and pieces out to create your own scenes without them coming out.
So we could have the bike on the floor just there. Then we could then pop our sentiment on. And then, you know, you can be putting on your pearls, your gems, you can be putting on your ribbons, whatever you want to. But how about that? I think that's really cute, but just by mixing and matching all of the little elements.
I almost feel like you've made that card for producer Johnny, because he said he went cycling around Central Park, and it looks like, for me, that he's just he had a basket on the front of his bike as well, he's just saying.
Did he have the flowers in? Look,
he had the flowers in his hair. I think he had the flowers in his hair. But I absolutely love that. The simplicity behind it, you know, it's very easy to follow and very achievable for everybody, is that?
It is.
Just for you, producer Johnny. These are absolutely flying out the door. I'm not surprised at all. Really, really lovely collection. Sandra just saying, this is a work of art, Corrine. Alicia saying good morning and greetings from Arkansas. Corrine and Ben, and to the Crafters TV crew and Crafty family. I'm getting ready for work whilst listening to my favourite channel. Thank you for all of these comments. These are brilliant, and you've only seen, what, one demo so far, but I can show you all of the designs that you're going to be getting within this collection. So full collection details on your screen. This one here is the Our Hometown. So again, so simple to create that zigzag effect there. And with this, again, you've got those three dies. So you've got the gate, and then you've got the houses, the church in there as well. And each of them comes with their own stamped sentiments too, in case we didn't explain that. So you've got best wishes, thinking of you. Have a lovely day, and thank you. On your special day are the others in that one. So that one's your first set. This one I think is going to be popular on the individuals and indeed on that multi-buy, 2 for 23 or 2 for 25. This one is called Once Upon a Time. So it's that gorgeous sort of fairy tale landscape with the trees in the background there, the fairy tale castle, and that horse-drawn carriage as well. Really, really stunning. And again, your selection of sentiments there. And they lived happily ever after. Happy birthday, best friends. Wishing you a magical birthday, and to the finest of them all. Next up, this one is in the country, so that's where Corrine again just sort of mixed and matched these around. So nice again that you can choose certain elements from the certain sets, mix them up a little bit. You've got the bike in there, you've got the little swing on the tree leading up to that beautiful house there at the top of the hill. And again, sentiments in here include home sweet home, have a wonderful day, and you're in my thoughts. So again, the sentiments cover off a lot of different occasions as well. And lastly, this one is the Garden Dream. So this is the set which Corrine just used to create that last card. And again, you've seen how simple it is to be able to create that effect for you. It's just all about getting these lined up nice and straight, or zigzagged as it were, and then you can get colouring with these and have a lot of fun. Sentiments here include grown with love, thank you for all you do, and just for you. £33.24 is your platinum price for that full collection. The US platinum price is $38.24. Or as I say, if you want to go on a 2 for, it's 2 for £23, 2 for $25. Love that card, says Linda Armstead. Lots more to come with Corrine, and indeed loads of demos to come with Sarah as well when we officially launch these. If you need some pens to get colouring in with these, what about the Illustrators? These are our dual tip brush markers. They are fantastic, artist quality. These, you've got the super fine nib one end, you've got the brush nib on the other, so you can be super expressive with these. Great for doing that flicking technique. You know, talk about these being great for colouring things like fur and hair. So these are perfect. And again, you get a whole selection of different colours here. So you've got your stylish, you can see there with all of the greys in there. You've got a gorgeous cherry in there too. You've got your basics. So again, your reds, your yellows, your blues and purples. But you've got a whole collection here. Then your essentials. You're going to get the 4-pack of botanicals. You can see we've covered everything off in this collection. Natural again, so if you want to do things like your your portraits, you can. You've then got your delicates, so again, the slightly lighter tones, verdant, all the greens in there. So I think again, it's going to be perfect for colouring in a lot of the scenes that you've got. And then you've got your aquatic there as well, with all of those gorgeous blues in there too. It is 4 pen sets, but you get 32 pens in total, and that's a great price today. £30 you're saving, $36. Platinum price is £55.59 or $66.79 for that full collection of 32 pens. Now, the end of summer sale started yesterday. It was the start of the end of the summer sale yesterday. Today is the second day in our end of the summer sale. And this is brilliant. All you have to do is go to the website and you will see the little box which pops up on the home page for these. And basically you click on it and then you've got all these boxes. So you've got a choice. It's all nicely kind of, segmented for you. So you've got a segment for dies. We've got a little box there for your stamps, a box for your embossing folders and boards. It's all there. You click on the one you want to have a look at. I mentioned yesterday that the craft kits, for example, because we had the brand new craft kit 52, you've got 55% off. I think there's 3 craft kits and I think there's a year of craft in there as well. So there you go. Look, have a look there for yourself. You can see the paper library with a big discount. We've got the craft kits there as well. Yeah, and there is the Year of Craft Gift of Giving with a big discount there for you too. Up to 70% off. And I know those the craft kits that we showed you yesterday, lots of you snapped up. Right, that's unbelievable as well. The Year of Craft, £17.49. That's bonkers, isn't it? That should be 35 quid. And by the way, worth bearing in mind too, that a lot of you have gone, oh, that's a great price, but that isn't even taking into account your club discount as well. So if you're platinum, you can take another, what, £3 off that? I think that's right, isn't it? £1.75, £3.50. So that's coming down to about 14 quid. Absolutely bonkers. But have a look. Craft kits in collection, stamps and dies, paper craft dies, embossing folders. There's something for everybody in there. And it's definitely worth having a little look, adding in a few little bits and pieces. And if you can't afford the launch today, maybe you've only got, I don't know, a couple of bucks, $5 to spend, you'll definitely find something in that section of the website. We're going to give you a chance to check out your basket. Anything you want to ask us in the meantime, get those questions ready and we'll put those to Corrine. We've got plenty more to show you here, plenty more to look ahead to as far as Beautiful Beginnings is concerned later on too. But now is the time to be one of the very first to check out your baskets on this amazing collection, and we'll come back in just a few moments' time with more.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop Today button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Welcome back, lots of you checking out your baskets. Lovely to have you here with us on Wake Up Call, where we're launching our brand new Zigzag seam builders. More on that to come. Can I, Corrine, just ask you a question? Because I asked you a question, and I don't know if it was this question that I asked you, and I know that you answered it, but I can't remember how you answered it and what you said, so I'll ask you again, and then I'll listen this time. So, Christine asked the question about stamp pads.
Yeah.
And anyway, the question is this, apologies. Is there one ink that's better for blending than the others, like water reactive over quick dry or opaque? So basically, when you're blending, like you create which is the best one?
Right, so quick dry isn't designed for blending. So obviously you can blend with it, but it isn't designed for blending. Your water reactives are a blending one. Your opaques actually blend quite nicely as well. So it depends what you're trying to do. Your opaques take a little bit longer to dry. So again, you might be able to get some more different effects with it. But if I want to blend, I tend to just go straight for my water reactives. Yeah. I think those are the ones I do. But it's all about loading up the dauber and not rushing like I was doing earlier.
And yesterday, or whenever it was, the day, so if you've got quick dries, you can use glycerin, can't you, with the quick dry to blend it better? Is that right?
Yeah, you could do, yes, because we didn't use the quick dry. It wasn't that we were using it for. We were using it with the aqua pens.
Yes.
But that would work equally as well, because it's going to, what did we call it? Hydroscopic, where it takes water out of the atmosphere. There you go. So then it makes it blend and stay wet longer.
You say, I've swallowed a dictionary today, Johnny. Hydroscopic.
Yeah.
Yes, you talked about that yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was concentrating yesterday. No, but Johnny, I was producing yesterday, and you know how hard it is to concentrate on everything with all of the stuff that's going on, the numbers which are flying past your face.
Easy.
It's very difficult in there to concentrate. Anyway, moving on swiftly. What a price on these, your slimline curve sentiment dies. You're getting 5 elements here, 5 dies in total, a 60% saving. And these are coming up later for you on Beautiful Beginnings. So a great opportunity on that show to be able to ask questions on these. Maybe you've already got them and you need to know something. Maybe you're thinking about buying them and there's a question that you want to ask. Have a look at these because you're saving $38.97 or $44.85 today. Basically works out, you buy 2, you get 3 free, which is phenomenal. Just a great way again to add so much detail to your cards. And you've seen I've got edgeable dies before, but what I love about these is the fact that you've got that gorgeous sentiment that will cut into here for you as well. And of course, you've got a lot of opportunity with these to be able to do a bit of paper piecing. Short is one of these on a craft along. It was either with you or Jan I did, and I had so much fun sticking the
Don't
letters
think that was
back in.
from me.
Was that Jan?
Must have been.
You and I we did the box, didn't we?
Yeah.
And the card.
We did.
My best ever one.
Yeah.
Still up on my mantelpiece
I'm
of
glad.
crafty makes. Anyway, so you're going to get all of these included. So you've got from our family to yours some really beautiful borders with these as well.
I love that one. It's your special day. I don't know, it's very regal to me.
Yeah, regal is a good word to describe that one.
Yeah.
You've then got sending all my love. So again, lots of swirls and then beautiful hearts in there too. Again, there's so much detail. You look at the detail you've got here, you've got the cut of the sentiment, and you've almost got like the little
Faux
stitched effect on there as well. So much that these dies will do for you. With heartfelt sympathy, again, hopefully one that you won't have to use very often, but it's good to have these dies within your crafty arsenal. And again, look at that, all the detail of the florals that you've got in here and the foliage going through. And then lastly, you have got, thank you so very much, a wonderful mix of different designs and sentiments in there. And remember, you're getting all 5, but you're only paying for 2. I mean, what is not to love about this? £20.78 platinum, $23.92. These will be very, very popular later on Beautiful Beginnings from 6 o'clock, but we thought we'd have a little look at them now. I'm guessing because you love the It's Your Special Day one so much that's the one you're demoing.
Nope, Sending All My Love. There we go. There we go. I
Come
just like this one. I like them all. I was just looking at the boards when you were showing them then, and I bet if you're really clever with your scissors, you can actually snip out the border from the sentiment, because the sentiment and the borders come in one. So we can see here. So it is a single die, but once you've cut it, you could actually cut along there, so that you've got this gorgeous border or this word, if that's what you wanted. So, you know, you can do. Now, piece of card, 8 by 12. So it's just regular A4, just tied it up a little bit to make it fit. I've scored at 1 1/4 inches, and I've scored it already, even though I've not folded it, so that I can help with my positioning. Now, you've got a cut line at the bottom and no cut line at the top, so that's going to cut into your cardstock. This is going to cut away. So I'm going to position this, let's just put my tape there. Position this equal distance from that border, and I'm just doing it by eye, just a nice little gap down from there. Now, if you remember, this is the side that cuts away from my cardstock, so this is the side I'm going to put my tape on. Always put your tape on the waist. I just put myself a little L on there for my lid, so that I knew which one was which after I'd scored it. And then we can put that onto my plate. Now, because this is 8 by 12, you can see it fits perfectly onto my cutting plate, and then we can run that through there just like that. Now you can see I've already got my base, and this is exactly the same, the 8 by 12, scored at 1 1/4, but this side I've done it from the box base side of my scoreboard. We had a bundle on yesterday, didn't we, with the boxer board on?
Oh, yeah, we've got that on today.
Have we?
I'm sure I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah.
It's on later on with the Scoremaster and the Scoremaster in the Invella box.
Ah, right.
Slightly different.
Slightly different. So all I'm going to do is make a base. I could quickly just do this one up, just like that. Let's just make this one up before we get on to the next bit, so I can show you. And then we're going to use some of our tape. And remember, your tape runners are back, your tape pens are back, your straight ones. We had these on an offer yesterday, which I'm sure are still on offer today, because that is perfect. They've been out of stock. I've not been able to order them for ages either. So make sure you get your tape pens too. There we go. And then that one's coming there. So this is going to be my box base. I can put that to one side now. And then here is my lid. Look at that. Look at how everything has just perfectly. And so all I would do then is I'm just going to get my ruler. I just want my pencil for 1 minute so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to work at a nice straight line. And I'm going to just put that to that line. I'm going to do a mark to about here to 12 centimetres. It just random piece, just to there, right. And so all I would then do, you can do it on your scoreboard or you can do it on your mat.
Yeah.
I'm then just going to cut from these points here down to there. So you can cut from here to there. Just do gentle, lots of gentle little cuts rather than one big heavy cut, because you're going to get, actually, that's the side with my metal guard on, so I should be using that side really, shouldn't I? So just cut in all the way to there. And then this is just going to release this out. So we're going to do a box lid with a shaker element in. So it should look hopefully quite nice when we're finished.
Yeah.
So just cut down there. If you do gentler cuts rather than go in with one, you're less likely to get feathering, and it will be a much neat. Can you see how neat that's cut? Really,
yes.
really. Oh, if I didn't there, can you see? Really, really neat. And that's just by going, don't just get your craft knife and try and do it in one cut. Just gently do it. Just work through the fibres, you know, a layer at a time. So that's going there. Now, I've just got one here that all I've done, just for speed, is I've added some gems and I've cut the sides in. But you can see that is exactly the same as that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip that over, and I put some red liner tape on the back of here, and we're going to pop a piece of acetate behind. So what I do is I put that on there, then I'm going to get my dotty tape pen, and I'm just going to come down on my dotty tape pen to get all the little swirls. This bit's sort of an extra bit.
Yeah.
Quite useful to have around the letters, and I'll show you why in a minute.
There's actually an acetate and red liner tape bundle on launch day.
All right.
So you buy the acetate and you get your red liner tape for free in the 3, 6 and 12 mil. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's exactly what you need.
Perfect. Right, so I can put that on, and just by the fact that I've put that tape on means that, there you go, that one will stick down too. So that's looking absolutely lovely. And I'll show you this later, but this is just done it quickly because I want to get, because this is just wake up call. All I've done is, this is my hold and release sheet, and I put a piece of my cardstock on, so this is here, and I've just cut it through again. Yeah. So all we need to do now is, we can just put this on here. Let me put a little bit of glue. Let's just do sort of 4 letters at a time. And then, now what you'll see is I always take off sort of the spare around, because I just find it so much easier for lifting up the letters if you're not trying to take it out of the piece that's around. Can you see it? It's just putting that on to there. Just really.
Do you find this as satisfying as I do?
It's lovely,
really
isn't it? It's really good. And it's really quite quick. We'll show you how to do this. I'm sure I've done it in one of my other demos. I did these nearly 2 weeks ago, these demos. So I'm trying to remember what I did, but I'm sure I have done another one with the hold and release sheets. So we can put that on there and on here. Now, these dies, they are quite slim, so they would go through your smaller die cutting machine. As we always say, it always depends on the size of the cardstock you're cutting into. If you have a look at the actual die, if I bring it in, you can see that's going to fit on your junior plates.
Yeah.
But if you want to cut into large card like I've done here, clearly you need your larger plates. So just think on what you're going to cut into as to what size cutting machine you need. It's always the way.
Yeah, it's a good tip, that, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think some people think, oh yeah, I will only need a small die cutting machine. Yeah, you would. The die would go through your small one, your Midi, your Junior and all that. But if you want to cut into large cardstock, clearly you need a larger machine.
You need a good die cutting machine as well. I've got a great deal coming up for you in just a second. I'm very thorough with my pre-show preparation, as I'm sure most people will tell you.
Yes.
Producer Johnny is quiet there. I was expecting to go very, very, very thorough. But I missed off a deal. Johnny was telling me, I was thinking, is this deal? And I've just had a look at my papers over there once again. It was right at the top of a page, which I missed. A deal on the Midi coming up for you in just a second, which is our hero tool tonight on Beautiful Beginnings. I won't say too much, but I'll just utter the word extra points.
Ooh.
Words. That's 2 words. 2 words. Extra points.
There we go. How about that? Now, if I wanted to, I could sit and paste those in. I could have cut the heart, but I just thought for now we would do just like that. So then I'm going to pop some more of the exact same cardstock onto the edges that I've just cut out. And we can pop that on. Let's do it this way for the tape.
Lovely paper. That's the Country Lane.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we got that on the show as well.
That might be why I used it.
It's like we've prepared everything today, isn't it? We've got cardstock that matches the launch. You're using the papers that we've got on the show. I mean,
Did you hear how high your voice just went then?
I know. My excited voice. I've been speaking a lot in a high tone of voice recently because a lot of you know we've got a new puppy in the family. So
does she react better to it?
I don't know. She just sort of gets more, you know. No, she just likes it. And it's all like that. I'm very tired as well. I don't mind telling you. I've forgotten what it's like having a puppy. It's like having another child, isn't it?
It is.
You can go on the internet and like work out how old your pet is in human years.
All right.
Yeah, so we worked out that Mac, who's our 10-year-old border collie, he's actually 65 in human years.
Oh, bless him.
He's getting a little bit grumpy in his old age, and I think when I'm 65, I'll probably be the same. But our new dog is 8 weeks old. That's 2.5 in human years. So it is just like having a little toddler.
Yes, it is.
Running around the house. Except this toddler likes to bite the cat's tail, which is the thing we're trying to monitor. The cat who's 102.
All right, you worked that one out, did you? Oh, poor cat.
102 she is, yeah. So it's kind of like we've got like this little toddler running around like a nursing home.
Retirement village.
Yeah, retirement village. Yeah, you've got the 65-year-old. I mean, not that you would retire at 65, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Two people who are slightly elderly, and this toddler just running riot around everybody.
Okay, right. So I'm going to flip that over, and then I have brought myself so much glitter and sequins because I wanted to make sure that it was visible. So I've just got some gorgeous gold sequins. I've whale of a towel. Go on, there we can do those. And then we can pop these ones in. Now, I've not taken the tape off my foam yet. Put that onto there. Just put a few bits on here. So these are just out of our... what was this one? I didn't write it down.
What's that?
I can't remember what all these glitters ones were out. I'm trying to remember which ones I've got them out of. So this is definitely chunky glitter. Right,
Yeah.
that should do.
Is that from the Enchanted Dreams collection?
Yes.
Chunky.
Yes, and we had another chunky glitter, but it was slightly different quite recently, didn't we? I remember, because I had a look. I can't remember. We have so many, and there's so much in my craft room. I should write these down. Right, so take the tape off now, and then I'm going to come back in with this cardstock and line it up to there. Make sure it's nicely sealed. We don't want anything leaking out. And then look at that. Doesn't that look, you can see, just trying to get them all to move down.
That's
there we
so
go.
good.
How about like that? So then we can just put this together. And we can put some tape onto here. And I'm going to put one on there, two on there. Then I'm going to bring my bait in, because I know it's going to fit. But if we make it round the lid, we know that everything fits absolutely perfectly. And the final thing, you'll know it's one that I've put together, because what I'm going to do, put a nice blob of chunky glue on that side and some foliage bits just on that side. And then using the same papers, I have made a little flower, because it wouldn't be one of my cards or displays without a flower and some foliage. Oh, hiding the word letter.
Oh, that is
there
brilliant,
we go.
Corrine.
How about just like that? All the papers are the country lane, so I just thought it looked really pretty just to keep mixing and matching them around.
That is brilliant, and just worth bearing in mind, what a great demo. And again, all the elements that you need. I mean, we haven't got the glitter on the show, but you'll find it on the website. This collection, you buy 2, get 3 free. So you talk about getting 3 freebies in here. If you want to get the Country Lane 12x12 paper pad for free, we've got that on another deal on the show for you as well. So literally, you can pretty much make that card for free. Because one of the dies that Corrine used was one of the free ones, and the Country Lane collection you can get free elsewhere on the show too. But get this, I mean, seriously, if you haven't yet picked this up, how simple again is it to use? How great is the effect that it creates? You'll get 5 of these, you only pay for 2. So from our family to yours, this gorgeous, almost sort of regal effect we were talking about earlier on, it's your special day. Sending all my love. Again, how cool to be able to create that frame for your shaker card. Fill it with your sequins, fill it with your glitter. It's going to look amazing. You've then got my heart with heartfelt sympathy. So again, hopefully not one that you're having to pluck out of the drawer too often, but it's good to have it there. And then you've got thank you so very much. That should be £65, $75. You're under £21 today if you're platinum. If you're platinum in the US, under $24. It's $23.92. Very busy for that as well. Now, how I missed this off my notes, I don't know, because as you all know, it's my favourite machine. It's the one that we have at home, the one that I borrowed from Craig on a long loan, the one that I craft with, the one that my daughter crafts with, the Gemini Midi. It is such a brilliant machine. It gives you the power and the precision that you would want from an electronic machine in a manual. And of course, it is, as we all say, simplicity without the electricity. And, you know, with the electricity bills going up, particularly here in the UK, you might want to be saving on the old electricity. So a manual machine is going to come into its own. You get your machine, you get your folder. That's where the simplicity side of things is, because all your dies just go into that folder there. You run it through, no problem at all. You'll get a plastic shim with this as well as your purple plastic shim that you run through with your 2D embossing folders. 3D embossing folders go straight through. So that's your 6x9 plate. So once again, you're going to get loads of your dies through this. It's going to cope with the majority of dies I would have thought that you've got at home. Great for portability, great to have as an accompaniment for an electronic machine, super sturdy. You've got the suckers there on the bottom to keep it in place. And look at the discount today. So this is a £70, $110 manual machine. You're getting a £10.99, $16.99 saving on this. Platinum members get another 20% off. But why is it a hero tool here, you cry? Well, you get that huge saving, but also you're going to get 50 bonus points if you pick this up today. So a great opportunity to get into the world of die cutting. There it is, look, there it is. You've got a great opportunity to get into your die cutting and embossing with a great machine. You're not breaking the bank here at all. Maybe you're new, you want a machine, you know, you don't yet want to plump for an electronic. This is a great option at a great price with a great Benny bonus as well. £47.20, $74.40. Bear in mind, this is the hero tool for tonight's beautiful beginnings. It's a 24-hour deal. So if you want to get the machine with the bonus points, pick that up today. One thing which you are picking up in your droves, hello, hang on a minute, 10% of our brand new launch has already disappeared. The Zigzag Scene Builders, the stamp and die collection with 32 elements in total is flying out the door. You're saving over £10, $12 today. Platinum price is $33.24 or $38.24. If you want to go on a twofer, you can do that. Two for £23, two for $25. Who's picked this up? Let me know in the socials. Who's gone for the twofer? Let me know which two you have gone for. But you're going to get all of these if you go for the bundle. The first one here is the beautiful, this one here, Our Hometown. So you're going to get all of those dies to be able to create that sort of climbing effect, almost like you're going up the hill there, through the gate, past the houses, and then up to the top with the church and the beautiful houses there. The Garden Gate, or Garden Dreams rather, and In the Country are the two most popular individually. This one here, I'll do it in order so I don't forget the names. This one is called Once Upon a Time, which I know will be very, very popular as well. So that one, a bit more of a fairy tale theme to it, with the castle and the trees and that beautiful horse and carriage being drawn up the hillside. Then you have got, sorry, if you keep thinking, why isn't it talking about that board? I'm trying to get myself back in order. In the Country, and again, I love the fact on Corrine's first demo with this, that she used the bicycle from this die set to use with the first one that I've just shown you. Now, obviously, these are going to create those 3D effects, but you can snip into these as well and use these more 2D should you wish. Each and every one of them comes with a set of stamped sentiments for you. And then this one here is your last one, so that is the Garden Dreams. That was the first demo that Corrine did just a few moments ago. Look how that opens up. It's such a cool effect, and you're going to see lots more demos with these right throughout the day today. Corrine's got more, I know, here, and of course the official launch of these with Sarah in 2 hours time. 10% of the stock has already gone. Grab yours whilst they are still here. £33.24 platinum or $38.24 if you're in the US. Lots of love coming through for that last box, by the way. Christine saying beautiful, stunning, says Lorna. Sarah Brown, just beautiful. That is simply brilliant, says Tess. Brilliant, Corrine, says Sandra. Mould the lid around the base, bound to fit perfectly. Tricia says such a lovely box design. And Patricia Ann says, I love your box design, Corrine, with the sparkly glitter that you put into it. So many great demos, and we have got another one to come for you right now, featuring this brand new collection. Don't forget, 10% gone, but let's see what Corrine has got up her sleeve next. What are you going to use?
Okay, we're going to use our hometown.
Yeah.
And we're going to cut it into a cardstock. So if you remember, these are, they only have a blade around the outside. I'll show you here. So they've got the cutting blade, so it doesn't cut on that side here.
Yeah.
So this one, we'll have to just do a couple of little bits to do this, but we can have the gate opening. So I can pop this on to here. So what I've got, going back a step, is I've got a piece of cardstock 11 inches by 6 inches high. So 6 inches seems to be a good size. And again, if you bought some of the 11 by 12 cardstock, just trim it down. I've scored at 1/2 inch, so that leaves me with 10.5 inches. So basically, I've got 5 1/4 inches,
Yeah.
2 pieces. So I've just scored it down the middle. So that's the 5 3/4 because of adding on the 1/2 inch. So I've scored it on there. And then I've just pencil. Now you would draw this a lot lighter, but I've had to draw this so you can see. I've just drawn a 3/4 inch border all the way around the outside, just to help me with my positioning. So we can bring our plate in and we can cut this one. Let's get rid of those, otherwise they'll mark. And we can pop that one on there. I also realise, from what I was saying earlier, you can't cut the two sides together, you know, the front and the back, because if you did that, you'd end up cutting into your magnetic shim.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, oh, can I do the two together? And I said, no, Corrine, think it through. Think through logically. You can't, because you'll cut into your magnetic shim.
Well, it's good that you did think it through, because I'm sure someone would have tried it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
failed.
So now I have got a little gate into there. You can see? Absolutely perfect. So all I'm going to do now, get rid of those bits, turn it over, and I've got another 3/4 inch border around here, and we can then pop this one, the next one, making sure my houses are sort of parallel, going up. You don't want them at an angle. So as long as I put them like that, they go up nice and straight. So that's good. We don't want one. Now, what I might be tempted to do is drop this down here so that this one is out of the plate, because then I'm not squashing it. I have gone the right way, yes. So I'm not squashing that die cutting, because you remember what we were saying about die cutting always giving you a beveled edge?
Oh, yeah.
Well, when you put it back, it squashes. So by putting that out like that, that's not going to squash. It's going to stay perfect. So that's 2 of them. And my third one, I've just got a little piece of cardstock, 4.5 by 3 3/4 inches, and I'm just going to pop the third one on there, and you'll see why in just a minute. And let's get rid of those bits. So we can pop that one onto there and cut that through. So let's put that one on there and cut that through. And while that's cutting, I can just take out the houses. Now look at that. So we've got the gate on one side and the houses on the other. Not that you can see them yet, but I'll show you. So just like we just did with the box a few minutes ago, we're going to do something very similar here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get my craft knife and I'm going to come, let's come up here. So I'm going to come up from here to just within this line.
Yeah.
Yes, just checking that, yes, am I doing it that way? Am I cutting? Yes, I am. I'm cutting that to within that line. I have to think that through. Just, and actually follow the ruler would help. There we go. Cut down to there. Just, that's it. And then we're going to come up on this side. So we can come up round. That's not a good angle. I've not got a good grip. Need a good grip just there. So we can then cut up here, cutting that, and then finally just making those two meet. Just like, oh, where am I? There they are. I looked up and lost. So once we've cut that, let me make sure I've gone through. No, need to just, I was a bit too gentle there.
Yeah.
There's that fine line between too gentle and too hard that you ruck up your cardstock. And I was just a little bit too gentle there. But it's better to be that way and go back in.
That's it.
And add a bit more in. And then, let's just do that last one again. Oh, I can feel the glass mat, so I think I've caught it there. Just cut there. There we are. Aha, look at that. So we can then just pop that out of that corner, and that one. So now you can see the house.
That's so cool.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all we're going to do now.
I don't know if it took anybody else a bit of time, but initially it took a bit of time for the light bulb to go on in my head. But I understand what's happening now.
Yeah.
I'm a bit slow to catch on sometimes.
It's okay. We'll let you off.
We all get there in our own time, don't we?
We do.
Yep.
Now, like I say, you would do this pencil line a lot lighter if you were doing it at home. I just wanted to do it so that you could see. And that's going to be a border all the way round in a few minutes. So we can then pop that one out of there and out of there. So now if we turn that, you can see through the gate is our little hometown. And then the other one that we just did, yes, only the best hometown with a gated.
But they've got security there as well, haven't they?
They have.
Yeah, and like patrol cars that go around the neighbourhood. There's one of those places not too far from here, isn't there?
Is there?
Yeah.
There we go. Right, so there's my third one. And all I've done
It's my
here...
village where I live.
Is it?
No.
Just imagine.
All sorts of riff-raff come and visit my village.
And that's going to go on my third panel. And I've just cut that out separately.
Yeah.
So what we want to do then is do things like you can... I'm not going to do it all because otherwise it would be here all day, but I can come round. Now, because we did that pencil line, I'm just going to go round that pencil line with a fine liner, making sure I don't smudge. And I will just, once it's dry, rub off all the pencil markings. You can do that to there.
So I like this because you've got that opening. So I don't think you are going to, but potentially behind the houses then, you could then make a shaker behind that, couldn't you?
Oh, of course you could if you wanted to, yes.
Yeah.
A bit like, you know, with that box.
Yeah, almost like a little snowy scene, little snow globe card.
Yeah, that would look lovely, wouldn't it?
Mm.
And then you could do around like that. So that really starts to frame it. And then it's just about colour. Oh, turn my pen the right way. So we'd do that, and with this one. So I'll show you on here. I'll start colouring this one. And all I would do, again, is... Let's just get some different daubers a minute. Oh, I should have got those ready and I forgot. Where are we? I need, yellows and things. No, there weren't any. Right, let's see what we've got. Take these ones off. Again, I'm just going with my water reactives because for me that works best. Why did I get all of those shapes? Ooh. We had all we cleaned, got loads of nice new dauber things, and now they've all seemed to have disappeared.
Oh, it's probably Craig.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Do we blame him for most things?
Yeah.
Oh, I need...
Unless Sarah's nicked them for
Do you think so?
later on, potentially.
Oh, maybe.
She's got lots of demos later, hasn't she? On
right.
The
Okay,
launch.
so what I might start with, let's start with just Spring Fever down here. So we can start with that, blend it into the tool, and then blend it onto there.
So what ink is this?
So this is my water reactive.
Water reactive.
Yeah, because personally I just find it really easy to blend with. So we can come up there, and then I'm going to take the grasshopper that we had, and then make sure it's blended onto there, and then we can come up to here. Now this is where you might want a scrap of card to start covering up some of the other elements, depending on how accurate your blending is, you know, whether you can control the blender enough.
Yeah.
So we can then just come in. I just want that to be a little bit darker. Did I get...
Just a question about the cutting the dies from Lorna.
Yeah.
Who says, could you cut the 3 together if you use the double-sided plates?
No,
That
because
would make
a double-sided die is thicker than a regular die,
Yeah.
and that's why the double-sided plates work, because then the 2 double-sided plates are thinner than a magnetic shim and a clear plastic shim
Yeah.
to make up for the fact that your die is thicker.
Yeah.
And you'd have 2 pieces of card,
Yes.
whereas this you'd only have 1. So I don't think your sandwich would be thick enough, personally. I mean, you could try it, but I don't think your sandwich would be thick enough. But have a go and try and see. At the end of the day, it's 1 piece of cardstock. That's all that's you're going to lose, aren't you?
Yeah, good question though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure other people have been thinking that. There we go. So you can see how we're starting to blend that to get that effect. And then I would just come in and, let's cover some of these. Where's my lid gone there? And then we can just do some really nice colouring. And so I can come in with, let's pop, needed a little bit of scrap of paper there. So we could then come in here, let's come down to there, and then up to there. There we go, there we are. Just a little bit of colour. Again, it's up to you. I've just picked up the tri-blend brushes, but I know we've got the illustrators on. If you've got the illustrators, you can do exactly what I'm doing now, but it was just a case of trying to quickly match up the colours, and I've matched up the colours a bit quicker with these. So then I'm going to come on with there, little yellow bell tower, and then a little roof. There we go, let's go a little bit darker on there. There we go. There we are. So you can see how the little church is coming together, and then let's go over little tree trunks over there, and then just a little bit of bluey green for the spruce trees. Oh, I need to perhaps change that colour a little bit next to the church.
I think a few of these would be quite good for little Halloween cards as well, wouldn't
they? They would, wouldn't they?
I always think like the village scenes you can do in.
Can you imagine doing them in black with a little sort of gold drop shadow, you know?
Oh, yes.
Would look
You have
really...
that gate opening up to the spooky village.
Oh, yeah. This is where you can mix and match all of your die collection. That was
spooky.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Is that what that was?
Very spooky.
Thank you. Thank you for explaining that one.
I think, I'm working on Halloween. I think, is it you and I?
I can't remember. I can think it's the 30th of September.
I was thinking about it the other day because I love Halloween. Mate, George. Oh, it's me and Michelle. I don't mean like that. I am definitely up for dressing up. Should we dress up? Let us know if you want us to dress up. Not too scary though. And Jamie and George in the gallery, so they've got to dress up for that as well. Definitely. I could see you as George, like I could see you as like not Uncle Fester. Maybe, yeah, maybe. And Jamie, like a mad scientist, maybe. You know. Do you dress up for Halloween at all, Corrine?
If I was going somewhere or doing something,
Yeah.
yes. Why not? Why not? I did last year for TV. I got a Red Devil outfit.
Did you?
I did, yes. Yes,
Ah.
I've still got that.
Ah.
I got the pictures on my phone. I saw them the other day with my stripy tights.
Were you here for Halloween last
No.
year? No.
No,
Ah.
no, it was other TV.
The other TV.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
All
good
right.
fun. I enjoyed that actually.
Always good dressing up for Halloween. We can't go too scary though. I think I've been like a vampire previously and like a zombie. You've got to keep it TV friendly. We don't want to scare too many people.
No. How about like that? Look at that.
That's
that looks
lovely.
lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then I can just stick that onto
Oh wow.
my background. let's do that one. And
Hi, Lillian Kwok has just joined us saying, ooh, new stuff. Hello, Corrine and Ben. How are you? Well, for being honest, I'm a little bit tired. I've got a new member of the family who's giving me the runaround.
I've actually just changed my mind. I've got another piece here that I want to do.
How are you, Corrine? Lillian wants to know.
I'm really good. I've had a couple of really good nights' sleep, actually.
Have you?
I think the HRT's kicking in.
Can I get some of that?
I'll lend you one of my patches. You're only allowed one at a time. You're not having three. There's a shortage. There's a national shortage. You can have one. Yeah. It's hard to get hold of them at the moment.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, really.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not kidding you.
I
No,
didn't
it
know
says.
Oh, Michelle McCarthy's watching. She says, morning everyone, totally got lost in Collins. Need one of them patches. Good morning everyone, I totally got lost in Corrine's colouring there. That is not easy to say, Michelle, you did that on purpose. Are you dressing up with me on Halloween, Michelle? That's the question. Adriana says, yes, absolutely dress up. And Tricia says, yes, dress up, dud. I don't know what that means. Dud. Dud?
I don't know.
D-U-D. I will. Duds.
Right.
I don't know what it means.
So you saw how I did that, and I've actually I wasn't planning on, I've actually just added in a little bit of 3D dimension in there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, remember that one that we just cut out? I've just got one here to show you, ready coloured. Aren't they pretty? Really, really effective. So all I'm going to do then, I've got a lot on my counter here.
Do you know what your village reminds me of with the colours?
Go on then.
Balamory.
All right, yeah.
Doesn't it? Have you ever seen that show?
Yes, I think it went, is it children's one,
What's the
isn't
story
it?
in Balamory? Where I'm from in Brixham as well, in Devon, there's a lot of the houses that go up the hill around the harbour side. And,
Oh, yeah.
A few years ago, they wanted to like jazz it up a bit, and they were paying, I don't know how much it was, but apparently they were paying people money there to paint their houses in bright colours. Yeah, to make the whole sort of ambiance of the harbour and like the view as you sort
Well, I
of
think
looked
it
up
looks
the hill.
gorgeous, doesn't it, when you see
and
that?
it looks absolutely amazing. So there's lots of houses in these sort of colours, the pinks and the greens and the blues.
I used to spend a lot of time down near Portreath when I was a teenager.
Cornwall.
And I remember we were in Portreath. I don't know where we were. We'd driven out somewhere because I used to stay with my aunt, and so she used to take me all over places. And we'd gone somewhere, and there was all these like white houses, white grey, pebble dash type houses, and one in the middle of the street was bright fluorescent pink.
Brilliant.
Just one.
Yeah.
Little bow, just for a little bit of decoration. And I know I jumped across that, but all I've done is attach the one to the other, and then, hey ho, we have our 3D scene. How about that? So
Fab.
if you want to do a zigzag, it can be a little bit more. I think these are just absolutely fantastic. But, we could have mixed and matched. I could have had the bike propped up again there. I could have had the houses with the castle, the fairy castle in the background. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, so much craftability with these, and as you've seen as well, lots of different ways to be able to use them, like your traditional zigzag there, again, something slightly different. Again, if you want to cut out individuals and use them elsewhere within the other collections, you can. Amanda says, beautiful, again, so nice, Corrine. And Ben, you killed me with the animal chat. Have you got a new dog, says Lillian. Yeah, we've got a new puppy, another tricolour border collie called Molly Collie. I wanted to call her Melon, but I wasn't allowed. Melancholy. Melancholy. She's anything but melancholy. Yes, says Michelle, I'm going to be dressing up for Halloween. Yes, Michelle, let's do it. Or maybe we could dress up as like the Addams Family, couldn't we? I could be Gomez, you could be Morticia, because he just has like a moustache, doesn't he? Yes, George. Yes, keep it for Movember. Keep it for Movember. We'll do that again. Remember last year, raised all that money for Craig. Debbie says, Ben, Halloween is my birthday, so yes, please dress up and party. We will. And lots of love coming in for that last project as well. Lorna just saying, so pretty. Really was. You can do this. This is so popular. These are flying out of the door today. Very, very busy for the full collection. I know lots of you as well are going for the 2 for $23 or 2 for $25 deal. Essentially, everyone's saving over £10, $12 off the launch. Let's just get this straight as well. This launches officially at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We don't charge you full price. We give you a discount, and then we let you use your Club Inspire discount as well. So, you know, essentially, if you're a Platinum member, you're saving over £18 today, saving over $20 if you're a Platinum member. Phenomenal prices. And these are all of the beautiful dies that you're going to get. So you've got our hometown there, and you can see here, just cutting the black out, it's going to look great for kind of Halloween projects. If you want to do that, create, you know, the those haunted houses, the haunted villages there, and you know, in its simplest form, this is this is how you can create that effect. Sorry, the chat in my ear, they're getting excited now about the Addams family. So Gomez, then Michelle would be, what's the lady called? Morticia. Then George is coming, so he could be Uncle Fester. Just to shave your beard up, stick a light bulb in your mouth. That's what he does, isn't it? And then Jamie can be Pugsley. Tracy can dress up as Wednesday.
I'll have to send you a picture.
Yes. Who's going to be Cousin It? I wonder if John's going to be on that day. We can get him. He's got a wig, hasn't he, John? He's got a load of wigs. We could just get him to stick his wig on backwards and he can come in. We've got the Addams family. That'd be amazing. Oh, yes. Sorted. Anyway, that was the first of the 4 sets that you're going to get. I've just got this image in my mind now, and I'm very excited. If this doesn't happen, I'll be very upset. Once upon a time, so you've got, yes, you can. What was the hand called? Was it just called the hand? Anyway, so you've got Once Upon a Time, which is the beautiful fairy tale scene. Yeah, I forgot about Lurch. You rang. Don't forget, all of these come with sentiment stamps as well. So you've got things like Happy Birthday, Best Friends, wishing you a magical birthday, and more. This one here is the beautiful In the Country. That's got that bicycle. I love that. Up the hill to the little swing in the tree, up to the house. Even the little footpath die cut in there for you as well, which looks beautiful. Again, lots of different stamp sentiments. Have a wonderful day. Home Sweet Home, and you've got From Our Home to Yours. And then the last set in this collection is the one that you saw in the first demo, which is the Garden Dreams. It's got that beautiful bench through the little archway up to the trees at the top of the hill. It's a really beautiful collection. Over 10% of our launch stock has already disappeared. £33.24, $38.24 if you're a Platinum member. Don't forget, on the website as well right now, we do have our end of summer sale, which is proving really, really popular. Papercraft dies up to 70% off, stamps up to 70% off. There's templates, there's foam, flower forming, you've got embossing folders and boards. I mean, so much. We've also got craft kits, and actually I just thought it might be quite nice to very, very swiftly show you these. 3 of the craft kits that we've got. So it's up to 75%, but get this, craft kits with a 55% saving. So this is one of those. So box number 41, which is your statement sentiment dies. You've also $11.24, which is, well, bonkers really. Wobbling Characters, that's box number 40. That one also with a 55% saving. And also, you've got box 39, which is your mix and match embossing folders. So all of those, so 39, 40, 41, with a 55% discount on the summer sale website. Obviously, those deals are there while stocks last. We're adding new deals all the time for you too. Worth bearing in mind also, there's a great saving on our Crafters Companion paper library as well. That's got a big chunk off it. All of those you'll find in the end of summer sale on the website. Plenty more besides those. Right, gonna have a quick break, give you time to check out your baskets. Don't miss out on these deals. Let us know what you're shopping for. We'll come back, read a few comments. We'll see another demo with this collection very shortly indeed. But let's have a little break. And first up, we're gonna watch a little video which is all about why is Crafters TV so special.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Favourite core product at Crafters Companion that I use day in and day out on Crafters TV, of course, has got to be the Gemini Junior. I absolutely love my Gemini Junior. I'm going to say 95% of the die cutting that I do is going to fit on an A5 platform. Therefore, it's going to fit within my Gemini Junior. I always have it at the side of my crafty desk at home. Where possible, I always have it at the side of me on Crafters TV. Whether I am going to be doing the die cutting, whether I am going to be doing our embossing with folders and stencils, all of which are going to fit on the Junior. I love the size of it. I love that it gives me a little bit more space, but I love the fact it takes nothing away from the A4 Gemini. It's exactly the same. It holds the exact amount of pressure. You can do the same with the pause and the reverse function. I will forever be grateful to Leanne for bringing out the Gemini Junior. It is the one I love, I adore, I will use day in and day out, and you know what? I'm going to constantly use it day in and day out because I love it that much.
Welcome back. Lots of you checking out your baskets there. I've just seen we've only got half an hour left of the show. It's absolutely flown over. Lots of love for the collection, which we're going to come back to, do another demo with. Lots of love for the Halloween suggestions as well. Michelle says, yes. Michelle, sounds good. I'm not being Uncle Fester, though. No, you'd have to shave your hair off. George has got that. He's taken that. Christine Mahoney says, who is going to play the hand? It's called Thing, apparently, says Terry. Oh, yeah, Thing. Thing. What was the one called with the hair? Uncle? Oh, Cousin It. Cousin It. That was it, the one with the hair. And Tess says, Ben, my border collie pup is 12 months and still wakes me up at night.
Not the email that Ben was hoping for.
He's always busy. Sleep is overrated. Thanks very much, Tess. Right, let's go back to Corrine for another demo. I'm just going to go and lie underneath the counter for a quick nap.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? Right, I've got another piece of card ready to cut into and make my card base. Now, I'm using coloured card, so you think to yourself, okay, so that's going to really hamper what you can do. So all I'm going to do is I'm just scoring this into 3 equal pieces. So it's just basically, I think it's the same, 6 inches by just about 11 1/4, so it's nice, the same size as we had before. So score that down, and what I would do is I would cut the carriage from the Once Upon a Time in one side, and I would put the trees in at the other. And again, we could use, if you want to just position everything with the castle. Have I got the right way around? Yes, I have. Oh yeah, because it'll go on the other side, won't it? Think about it. I'm thinking, why is that not working? So that will carry on just like that. So you can put those in, just like that, and cut them. So remember then, that one will cut on that side. And I'm just going to skip to this one that I've already cut, because here we have it one, oops, score it straight, Corrine. There we go, I didn't have that very straight. There we go, 1, 2, and 3. And you've seen how I've done that on the other one. If you just need to recap on that, go on there. Now, I look at that and you think, well, that's quite limiting because it's in the green.
Yeah.
So what I would be doing now is I've just got a piece of Nina card, so we can really, you know how we were saying before, we were using a multi-purpose card, but that was quite limiting because we couldn't do our blending. Well, now that's not a problem, because what I've got is I've got some Nina card, and we can pop that onto here. And then I've got my little coach, put it that way around.
Okay.
And I'm going to pop it just like that.
So you're going to colour them and layer them over the top of the green?
Exactly.
Getcha.
Yeah, so it just makes life a lot easier. So I can, I can still have my coloured card for my base, but then we can then be adding in all of our extra bits. So I can show you, just cut these out. And again, like I say, we can then go into our Nina, which means that, which really you wouldn't be using for card bases, because it's almost a little bit on the light side. So there we go, we've got our carriage and we've got our castle. So all I would then just do here with the castle is I would come from here, and then I would cut to there. Then you'd cut down round the door, the steps, and along, go across there. Then you come back up on this side and along on here. And you can almost see where you need to cut it out. There's like lines, there we go. So just cut out that one like that, cut out the carriageway, just make sure you curve off the wheels. So I just needed a piece of cardstock. There we go. Put that one to one side. And then it's all about colouring them in. So I've got a few, let's go, it's proper princess this. So let's go with our pink turret. So we can come from here. Let's just do it to there. Come with our nice, this is our PP2. So we've got lovely pink turrets just there, and we can do that one. And so, we've now got Nina card, we've got our illustrators, all of the best tools available for you to be able to get perfect blending if that's what you want.
And all the illustrators on the show for you as well, which is great. You can buy 32-piece collection if you want to add those in. I think there's a 20% saving on those today. 30% in fact.
Oh, there we go.
Do you use your illustrators a lot when you're colouring?
Yes, I do. They're lovely because they're blendable, and the brush nib is just the best that you're going to get. So we can come across here. So remember, once you start with some shading, you want to make sure that you sort of carry on in the same direction. So on this, I'm thinking the sun's coming down from this side, so we're shading it all in the same direction. And on this one, and if, as we were saying yesterday, if you do need detail, you have got your small nib on that side. If you just need to, if you just need to come in like that, and get the nice straight line and get a little bit of shading in. So they are just so dual purpose that you can really, that actually gives me nice shading coming in with that. And then I'm just going to go in with the I'm going to definitely come in with my fine nib on the darkest one, just come up the edge, just to edge it, just across there, just to add in that little bit of shade. Remember, you can always blend them in afterwards.
Yeah.
There we go. And down on that side. Just like that. I mean, straight away, that's coming to life, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
And then all I would then do, make sure my lids are back on. I've got a couple of my greys, and I'm not going to colour it all. I'm just going to give the impression. So this is my brown grey. So we can just come round here and you just need to highlight bits. You don't even need to do it all. So just round the arches, just down there, and then down the edges. Just give that impression of a bit of, almost like the shade catching. Then we can come round here. You don't have to spend ages on your colouring, and sometimes I think if you can, you know, just go in without spending too long, you do get a better effect. You get a more natural effect, especially something like this. You're trying to get the effect of the light on the stone.
Yeah.
There we go. And then I'm going to go in with my darker one, but I'm going to just use the bullet nib.
Tess with the Border Collie's just come back and said, look at it this way. My Border Collie is one of the reasons I'm always up so early to watch Crafters TV.
Perfect.
Well, we thank you. What is your Border Collie called, Tess? You'd have to let us know. And just a question that's come in from Lorna whilst you're colouring.
Yeah.
He says, how do you or can you get the extra embossing details on your die cuts if you have a Mini or a Midi? So if you use your electronic machine, you have your embossing, you have the shim, don't you? Or whatever you call it. What's it called? The embossing, just an embossing mat, isn't it?
Yeah, the embossing mat.
Yeah. Could you do it in the Mini or the Midi?
In the Mini and the Midi, the dies will still give you, you're not going to get the, you can't put through with the rubber mat like you can with those, but you will still get the beveled edge.
Yes.
That's going to come regardless of whatever machine you use. So don't think you're going to lose out because of that, because you'll, like I say, you'll still get that beveled edge. No problem. I don't think it's an issue at all. Yeah, but when you've got dies that are cut and embossed dies, you will struggle with that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when you've got to start thinking of, if you are wanting to move into the realm of cut and emboss, then you need to be thinking about moving up to a junior machine.
Yes.
There we go. So just move that out of the way so that you can see. Again, you don't have to do it all, and you can do the same effect with the carriage.
Perfect.
So that's going to work perfectly. Now, before I stick those on, I could have stuck them on here, but I wanted to actually make it a little bit more. So where has my, there it is, green ink pad. So all I would do, these trees, again, I'm going to go onto here.
Green on green.
Green on green, it's fine. You're still going to get the effect. We can come on across here just with these trees.
Would you tend to always back that top level onto another bit of card, or would you be happy just to send that as is? Is it like
No,
a free
I'm not going to back this one onto, no, I'm not going to, the original card that I'm going to show you didn't, but I'm actually going to snip into this and show you how easy it is to change these in a minute. I'll just show you a couple of little bits. So just adding in a bit of light and shade. There we go. Once you've got to there, and then, can you just see, it just added a little bit of shade on there.
Perfect.
Then we can get our ink pad back, and we can then, again, just like we did before, we can blend over the top.
Very good.
And then down, and it actually makes it a lot more, makes it blend in a lot more. We can come there and then down here, just work that round. I just think it adds a little bit more than having that solid, just a solid green. you know, just the plain matte colour just looks a little bit more, and then we can do the same. Now, don't worry here till you think to yourself, well, actually it's going to go over the carriage, because I'm doing this colouring before I've stuck on my coloured pieces.
Yeah.
Because that means then I can come down here, and if any of my ink goes onto there, that really doesn't matter, because I'm going to cover it up. And then we can do the same with our castle. Here we go, just down the side. I just think it makes a difference when you want to use a single piece of card like this, just to add in a little bit extra.
That's it, yeah.
There we go. Just adds in a bit of depth and dimension. So then all we need to do is we take our castle, and we've got that one, get it the right way round. So let's put this one on. Let's just do it. Come on. Is it? And just put that one down. Let's just get a different glue. See if that one wasn't flowing.
Johnny was just marvelling at the, there's a sentence I thought I'd never say.
I know.
Johnny was just marvelling at the horse's legs.
It's amazing, isn't it?
But just saying how delicate it is, but how you can achieve that cut out of the actual die cut to then be able to do these techniques where you're, you know, layering over the top. I love this idea, cutting out in one single colour and then cutting again as you've just done, and adding the colour in that way. It's very clever.
It is, isn't it? So look at that. That now fits.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's going to fit perfectly, isn't it? Because it's the same die cut.
Yeah.
There we go. How perfect does that look? And then we can then come up here, and then we can just put...
Always reminds you of those pop-up books. Did everyone used to like pop-up books when you were little? It's that kind of effect, I think.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We can then put
Love
that
those
one.
books. You'd have little tabs to pull, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Things would
pop
up and jump out or
yeah.
slide around. To keep me entertained for hours, they did.
And then we can pop this one on just here. And again, we've used the bright green cardstock, the textured cardstock, which has really helped to add a little bit more extra texture in, you know, with the effect of the grass and the trees. So it all helps. So if we were to, not to go backwards, where am I? That way. There we go. Yeah. All we would be then doing, I'll yeah, had we done it back to front? No. So we can come on here, and then we can pop this one on to here. Now, this is a princess, and it's got to be the perfect little fairy tale. Let's see if I can see. Can't see one there. Just bear 1 minute and see if I've got one in my crafty bag. Sorry, everything in here.
Johnny's just coming up with his new range, saying we should have a range like the oldie Knights of the Round Table. You know, you could have the knights, you know, maybe jousting with the dragon. You could have the princess there as well.
That would be perfect, wouldn't it?
That would be quite good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The Knights of the Round Table. Interesting fact for you here.
Okay.
Did you know, Knights of the Round Table, the name of the knight who actually designed the Round Table?
Go on.
Circumference.
Do you know what? Everybody was listening
for every
to
occasion.
You. Everybody was listening to you.
Thank you. Good night.
Is that as...
Whenever I go, interesting fact, you know, it's not going to be real.
No.
Half the table, says Johnny. That's good as well. Half the table.
Oh.
Circumference. Yeah.
Oh. I've lost the glitter now. I'm trying to find the glitter. Oh, there
it's my sparkling wit and wisdom that's throwing you off. Circumference. Oh dear.
Is that one from your panto days?
I don't know where they come from. Things just stick, and then things like that happen, and I go, oh, I've got a joke for that. And thankfully, I think that's one you've not heard before. So
I don't think we have.
No, impressed myself there.
I think we'd remember if we had, wouldn't we?
It's just the joy of me setting it up, thinking that you think that I've got an actual fact, and when I haven't, I'm going to tell a really bad joke. It makes my morning.
Right, okay, so there is my card. Yep. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, that's what fell off. I had some bits to show, and I've lost where they've all gone. I was going to show you how you could trim into them. but I have lost all the cards. But
do you want to have a look for it in a minute? We can always come back.
I'll show you if we can find it, because how easy would that be to frame, to put in a diorama card?
Yeah, yeah.
But look at that, isn't that gorgeous? So sweet.
I really love that, and again, that whole effect of like just cutting it into the green and then recutting it, adding on the layers once you've covered them in. I just think that is brilliant. And another way, so 3 ways already you've seen to be able to use this collection. Plenty more coming up right throughout the day as well. Debbie just saying, Corrine, that demo is beautiful. I think I need this set. Thing is, if you can't stretch to the full set, maybe there's only a couple of dies that you want to go for initially, you can go on a 2 for 2 for 23 or 2 for 25. Tess says, I do love how Corrine builds out the scenes. It's true artistry and crafting, and I just love this set, says Trisha. Love. Kelly says, love the joke, Ben. Thank you. Michelle says, oh, Ben, and then like 3... There's like 3 monkey emojis going like that. And thank you for the puppy tips. So he says, Ben, we do this. It's just like we have to get up quite early to sort of, catch her, because she doesn't whinge that much. She says, Ben, last thing at night, take puppy out to go to the toilet, put to bed, ensure comfy bed, puppy pads and water. Don't get up if puppy cries. Stick to routine. Otherwise, you'll be getting up forever. Thank you. All good tips here. Crafting, puppy tips. I mean, what more do you want? This collection is flying out the door. Very popular. Already of our launch stock, over 10% of the stock has gone in the first hour and 3/4. More people as they're waking up are popping it into their baskets as well. Hopefully you're seeing just how easy it is to use. You're seeing all the different ways that you can use this as well. And as I said, this is just the starter really. Loads of great hints and tips from Corrine, but more coming up on the official launch in just over an hour's time with Sarah. This is the one, if you want to go individually, that you'll need to get if you want to create that last project that Corrine made, which is called the Once Upon a Time, 2 for £23, 2 for $25. This one's stunning as well. It's called In the Country. I really like this one. It's got that real sort of bucolic effect to it, hasn't it? With the bicycle there going up the hillside into the trees and up to that gorgeous cottage at the top of the hill. And then lastly in this set is the Garden Dreams. So this is the one that you saw at the top of the show, the first demo. And of course, you'll get to vote on your favourites very soon indeed. They all come with their own sentiments, so it's 32 elements in total. Lots of different sentiments for all sorts of occasions. Plenty of you, I know, are shopping for this collection. And as much as it's 2 for 23 or 2 for 25, if you're platinum, stretch to an extra sort of £10, you can get the full set, which I think is the way to go, because I really think you'll love using these. £33.24 is your platinum price, $38.24 if you're platinum and you're shopping in the US. Right.
I wanted, I'd actually thrown it in the bin. So remember we had it like that as a zigzag. So you can see it's a zigzag.
Yep.
And then all I've just done, because I had another one, was cut it into 3 pieces. So you can then just put any card base. I just quickly put these together when I was at home. Just a little bit. You could put pattern on the back. You can then just layer them up just to make a diorama card. So you've got 1, 2 and 3, and then just pop a frame over the top, and then you've created, with a straight castle, a diorama card. But how perfect is that? So from the same pieces, you can create 2 completely different looks.
That's so clever.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. And again, showing the versatility of the set, really, isn't it?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I love it. So much fun.
Lots of you just saying how much you love the collection as well. Loads of people saying what a great card, what great projects. More to come, as we said, more to come over the course of the day today. But get your collection now. That's the best thing to do. Buy the collection, get it now, and then you can sit back and enjoy all of the demos coming up for you on the official launch in just over 1 hour's time. Right, let's get the vote in just a few moments. I just very quickly, a few things to show you over this side, and we'll get that vote going in just a second. The Gemini Midi is this evening's hero tool. Ooh, voice went a bit then. This is available for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. We do this on Creative Cravings, what is now Beautiful Beginnings. It's the Gemini Midi today, and this really is a hero of a tool, because it's your die cutting and embossing machine in manual mode, whether you're left-handed, right-handed. If you want something which is going to cut just as well, I think, as our electronic machines, giving you the power and the precision that you'd expect from an electronic Gemini, then this is a great machine to go for. You get this obviously included with your folder, your 6x9 folder. So again, you're going to be cutting a lot of different size dies in there, no problem at all. And it's all done nice and simply for you. This is all you will need as far as your die cutting is concerned. You have to remember plate combinations. So if you're brand new and maybe you do get a little bit confused about the different plate combinations you need for the electronic machines, this is a great starting point because you'll get a lot of different size dies through here. It cuts with the precision and the power that you expect, but you're literally just whacking them in the folder, popping it through your machine, and away you go. It is as easy as that. If you're putting your 2D folders through, you'll get your purple plastic shim to go with this as well, so that makes it nice and easy. So you literally whack that through with your shim. 3D folders just go straight the way through. It's robust. It's a substantial weight. It's not heavy, it's portable, but it's a substantial weight. You know you've got that gearing in there to give you that perfect cut. And you've got the suckers on the bottom there too to ensure wherever you're placing this, it's going to stay in position and it's going to do that job for you. Any day of the week, I would recommend that you buy this machine if you're looking for a machine to go with your electronic machine, or if you're looking for a first-time machine and you don't want maybe to fork out for an electronic machine. But I push you to get it today even more if you haven't yet, because look right there, 50 bonus points. That's why this is the hero tool today. You're getting a nice discount of £10.99, $16.99, less your 20% if you are a Platinum member, of course, or wherever you are in the club, you'll get that discount. But Platinum members at £47 and change, $74.40, and then you get those 50 bonus points as well. So realistically, I mean, you're getting what, 97 points here, aren't you? 124 points. You've got your 74 plus your 50. So it's a great way again to move up within those levels within Club Inspire 2. But I can't recommend this highly enough to you, especially today. But if you want to get those 50 bonus points, grab it today because those 50 bonus points will not be there tomorrow. Right, we are going to have a quick look at all of the cards that Corrine's made over the course of this show. This is going to be a toughie because I think you've made some phenomenal projects with this brand new launch, but also thrown a bit of a curveball in there. You've done an absolute cracker with those slimline curved sentiment dies as well. So.
Okay, so the first one we did was with our Zigzag seam builders. So we used the first one there, so that was perfect. Just backing it onto a piece of card just like that. The second one we did was our Sending All My Love box with the shaker element. And third one, I quite enjoyed doing that. So there we go. So we've used that one. So we cut it into a bigger card. And fourth one, we have just done onto our green, but I showed you how you can lift it up. And just remember, still four, still four, still four, but I mean, oops, I've just shown you how you can then change it up very slightly, but that's number 4 in the proper form.
What's your favourite? Not that you're allowed to vote, but what was your...
I don't know. I like the box and that one. So 2 and 3 for me.
Yeah. Get your voting. You've got about 3 minutes, 4 minutes to get your voting on that. Lots of love for the MIDI coming in. Christine Mahoney says, the MIDI is simplicity without electricity by Ben Moseby, she's put. Yes, that is me. I want them to get a sticker one day. Maybe I'll do it. Get some stickers and just stick them on the boxes when they go out. Ben Moseby off TV says. Yeah, I could go around, I could sit in the warehouse, couldn't I, as they're going through, and just sit there, just stick stickers on. Ben Moseby says, simplicity without electricity. Beep, beep, beep. I genuinely would do that. Right, let's have a look at these shaped easel card dies. These are coming up on Beautiful Beginnings. Just to mention as well, so later on we're going to feature this collection in more detail. We're also going to feature those slimlined curved sentiment dies in more detail as well. And we've also got the lattice folding dies for you as well. Within each of those bundles, or extra to those bundles with the dies, we've popped together some starter collections. So if you're getting... So you're getting the shaped easel ones, for example, which I'm showing you here. Alongside that, we've put collections together with things that we think will be useful for you too. When you get these, so things like cardstock and your glues and whatnot. So do look out for those, and we'll feature those for you later on. But this, again, is such a great deal. £50, $60. Coming down to £33, $38 if you're Platinum, £26.40 or $30.40 if you're shopping in the US. All 16 elements in total, and these allow you to create gorgeous, gorgeous shaped easel cards, and in their simplest form. So you're going to get the ornate cross, You're also going to get the Noble Heart, and as you can see, you get the actual die shape itself to be able to create the card, create your mats and layers here as well, but you get some stunning, intricate, detailed dies there as well to be able to decorate these up. So you've got the cross, you've got the heart, you've got the butterfly, and in their sort of simplest form, well, I say simplest, you can see the heart here, been beautifully done with all of the decoration, creating that easel effect. And again, look at all of the dies that you've got just cut out here in your different coloured cardstock. Got the pink layered onto the black. You've got all of these extra elements to create the stoppers and the sentiments on there. I mean, that is stunning. But then on top of that, with the samples that we've got here, you can do a lot more. I really like this little card here, which I think is super interesting. Look at that. It's almost like, I want to call it like a bunting card. You know what I mean? Isn't that clever? Triple. Yeah, a triple, but it doesn't. It stands like that. A triple bunting card.
Ah, if you do it as a zigzag, and then it'll stand up.
It's a zigzag.
Yeah.
Like a. Oh, I don't think it does. But anyway, I really like it. Very nice. And then lastly, not using this as your sort of easel card. You've just got your. All of your layers then just been cut in together, sort of matted and layered, which I think looks gorgeous. How great is that as a congratulations card, maybe on a christening or a confirmation? I think that looks great. So again, used just slightly differently, but using all of the different elements that you've got within the collection to create a really, really beautiful looking card. So all of those are included, 16 elements in total. Again, just to show you, you've got the beautiful butterfly in there, which is actually called Exquisite Butterfly. Ooh. Then you've got the Noble Heart. And then lastly, the one I just showed you is the Ornate Cross. So all of those together with that saving today, £26.40 platinum or $30.40. And as I've said, do hit the Shop the Day button because you'll find there all of the other elements, all of the other bundles there, which will complement this set beautifully. We do have a winner on the demo of this show.
Which is... Oh, tension.
3.
3, there we go. There. George has doubled his matchsticks apparently.
George has doubled his matchsticks. That is a lovely card. I would have lost if I'd have, I think my favourite was probably the box. But that's a cracker. And again, nice and easy to recreate that, isn't it, for anyone else?
Really easy, yeah. Hopefully we'll see lots of images of people making things like that soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Do let us know if you've got these, and once you do get them, make sure you take pictures of your projects and send them through. Corrine, that is you done for now, but you're back with us later on, aren't you?
I am, yes. I'm back at 6 o'clock for Beautiful Beginnings.
Yeah, and as I said, lots coming up in that show. More with those curved sentiment dies. We've got the lattice folding dies coming up for you as well. Plus, of course, those easel dice. So lots to look forward to in Beautiful Beginnings. 2 o'clock, an hour's time, Sarah is going to be here. The crafty whirlwind herself will be flying into the studio and giving us her take on this amazing collection. If you are thinking about getting it, probably the best thing to do is get the collection right now, and then you can sit back and relax and enjoy the show. You know it's going to be a whirlwind, lots of demos and inspiration coming through. And as always, what a great time to ask those questions to Sarah as well. Make use of the fact that she's going to be here for that 2-hour show. And also, whilst you're getting ready for the show, don't forget to check out the website too, where you will find our end of summer sale up to 70% off. We've featured quite a few items already on this show today. Those craft kits I know have been super busy, 55% off box 39, 40 and 41. The paper libraries in there as well, but we've got discounts which are going to take you down. We've seen items on there as low as 89 pence, so there's something for every budget and definitely worth looking at and worth coming back to each and every day as well, because I know we're going to be adding new lines into that end of summer sale each and every day, so do keep checking back. Massive thank you to Corrine, thank you to all the team. I will be back with you in an hour's time with Sarah. It is going to be such a fantastic show, but in the meantime, check out your baskets, grab a bit of lunch or breakfast wherever you are, and we'll see you back here in an hour's time for the official launch of these amazing dies.